Going live. You're live. Okay. So, hi, my name is Alyssa Prettyman for alyssayoga.com, and this is part of just a little intro lecture and experience I want to do about pranayama. And it's a big focus in my vinyasa classes this week. I'm also getting ready to teach a big workshop series on the path from hands to heart, which is going to involve a lot of rib cage and breathing exercises, understanding why we roll and massage around the torso to create more breathing room. But this particular experience is about Ujjayi breath. And Ujjayi breath is often used in vinyasa, Ashtanga yoga, more rigorous forms of practice where we want to build internal heat. So in Ujjayi breathing, we slightly constrict the glottis muscle in the throat. And don't worry if you don't know where that is, because most people don't. But when we think about Ujjayi breath, the way that we often teach it is to imagine that you're fogging up a window. So you know what you do when you go, or you like check your breath to see if it's bad. Feels okay. Just ate some celery. That's what it smells like. But can you do that on the inhale too? So can you hold that? Some people say it sounds like Darth Vader or a crashing ocean wave. But when you Ujjayi breathe, you do that same thing in your throat, but you close the mouth. And this, you might even notice that if you're in a meeting or somebody's really annoying, that you breathe like this anyway as an attempt to kind of downregulate yourself. Like you get out of a stressful 7-hour Zoom conference with your boss and there's a, right? So without the face, Ujjayi breath is a slight constriction in the throat as we breathe in and out through the nose. Why do we do it? Usually to regulate rhythm, because it forces you to breathe a little bit slower and take your time to build heat. So with constriction here, there's a little bit more work happening in the diaphragm to push and pull the air essentially in and out of your body. But it also helps get us in the zone. It helps focus when postures are a little bit more rigorous. It's that smooth and steady rhythm of Ujjayi breathing that can help us kind of tackle the reactive mind that wants to go ahead and freak out and say, can it be over? When is it over? Are we done yet? This is hard, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm here. In this breath, I'm okay. And I'm not going to panic breathe like I do in the spin class. Just kidding. So that's Ujjayi breath. And let's just try. Let's try 5 slow, steady Ujjayi breaths and put a little bit of space at the top of the inhale and the top of the exhale. So sit comfortably. If you've never done it before, pretend you're going to fog up a window or check your breath. Try it on the inhale. It's almost like you're surprised. And then close your mouth. Mild constriction in the throat, in and out through your nose. Now look for the slight pause between breaths. One more. Take a regular inhale through your nose and open mouth exhale. So that's an intro to Ujjayi breathing. If you're in a more rigorous yoga practice, it's hard to sustain Ujjayi the whole time. Work on it in bits and pieces, and over time, you will start to increase the length of time through which you can string together an Ujjayi breath. It's important to note that it is again gentle. It's not a grinding out of the back of the throat. It's not a contest to be louder than your neighbor. And it's also important to know how to let go of Ujjayi breathing, especially for Shavasana. There's so many people Ujjayi breathing still in Shavasana, Ujjayi breathing and alternate nostril breathing. Um, it's said we do yoga how we do everything else. And if we tend to be a gripper, somebody that gets stuck on ideas and the way that things should be, sometimes I find we grip a little bit too much in the way that we breathe. So just be mindful of how and when you apply Ujjayi breathing. But if you're stressed out or you're in traffic or you're trying to hang on in a vinyasa class, learning to work with that slight heat building constriction and rhythm can be a really helpful tool. So that is just a quick primer on Ujjayi breathing. End stream, and then it asks you again, so it's like extra awkward. So I'm gonna, yes, I'm sure I want to end.